the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. It's Chase Race number 2, and boy, you can certainly feel the drama and the excitement. Timothy Peters and Matt Crafton bringing us to green at Las Vegas. We got a great battle for the lead. A couple of teammates out of the Brad Keselowski Racing stable. The 19 of Hemrick and the 29 of Reddick for the lead. If you're one of the chasers, you know you win, you transfer to the next round. And then guys that are out of the chase, like Tyler Reddick, just wanting to be the story. Into turn 3 for Reddick. He's almost there. He came in tonight as an underdog. He's a non-chaser, but he's going to capitalize and take it to victory lane. Tyler Reddick wins at Las Vegas.
Just kind of breathless, speechless. I don't know, it's a really big deal for everybody.
His 3rd career win at Las Vegas, and after winning twice last year, certainly thought Tyler Reddick would be one of those competing in the chase this season. Not the case, but you know, that team was awfully happy to finally get it to victory lane last time out.
Well, we knew he was going to win. We just didn't expect it to be after the chase began and then with him not in it.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, we also we knew Daniel Hemrick was going to win too, right? Well, he got close, but he hasn't made that happen yet, and that means he's on the outside looking in. We're going to have so many storylines to follow tomorrow when these guys go racing.
There's Reddick's teammate, Hemrick, who finished 2nd our last race out in Las Vegas.
Remember, there'll be another teammate for Brad Keselowski. Austin Cindric will make his Talladega debut here in a 3rd BKR truck, coming off a great runner-up finish last week in the ARCA race in Kansas.
Advantage in numbers, having 3 versus 2.
I guarantee you there's a huge advantage for Matt Crafton because they know what the goal is for that team, that organization, is to move Matt through. And so he's going to have a lot of pushers and a lot of help. I look to see a lot of interesting strategies tomorrow when guys show us their playbook. Right now they've been back to the shop figuring out what moves they need to make in order to put themselves in a position to win this race and more importantly move on to the next round of the playoffs for the championship. And we're going to be able to see those plans tomorrow when we throw the green flag.
Yeah, but strength in numbers, Vince, I think you get it right on the head.
Riding with Daniel Hemrick.
You know, it's interesting. As a race car driver, I see Daniel. He's right there on that yellow line, right where he wants to be, and that's a little bit risky, Phil. If he gets just a foot too low on that yellow line, it'll drag the nose of the truck and slow it down. So you really want to hit all those marks perfectly and be as precise as you can be, because any little drag of the road could be a 1/2 of a 1/10 of a second, and sometimes that can make 4 or 5 spots difference in the qualifying order. And then when qualifying's over, you just forget about all that. And you go out and try to draft off of anything that moves.
Yeah, we talked about Reddick and Hemrick, and you guys mentioned the 3rd truck in the BKR stable this weekend, Austin Cindric, and there is the 2 on track for the first time today.
You see his average finish 20th in his 4 starts, but had a great run in Canada. And ended up, ironically, got turned around in the last corner by his teammate. Daniel Hemrick had a for sure top 5 going there, but very, very talented young man. He mentioned the fact that he finished 2nd in Kansas in the ARCA race. He won the previous ARCA race in Kentucky on the 1.5 mile. So a lot of talent here for this young man.
Look at how this truck is crabbing down the track. Well, explain why the teams want it to look and roll that way.
They don't want any air on that rear spoiler, and the way they get the air off of the rear spoiler is to tuck it over to the left. So when they go in the corner and turn, the truck just doesn't have that going on. Now that is so extreme. I think it's too far. It is too far, and I think it's interesting that the rules allow them to have that much variance in what the trucks look like. The rules are set to where they're supposed to go straight. There's enough tolerance where they can make them go out to the left a little bit here at Talladega.
Everywhere else would be the opposite.
When we go to Charlotte, when you see us at Texas, Phoenix, all these racetracks, the truck will be the other way. And so the rules allow them to move them around. I didn't know there was enough tolerance in the rules to make it look like that. It looks like he's going to spin out.
Caitlin was told us at the beginning of the show that a lot of teams having trouble getting through Texas. So everybody's looking for a little something extra down there, right? Hey, speaking of Caitlin, let's check in with Caitlin Vincey on the 9 of William Byron.
Well,
Vince Williams saying that everything is good in here in terms of inside his truck. He said it was very smooth, but had a little bit of a slight vibration on that last run, so they brought him in the garage area, changed tires. The team just telling me they're scuffing all their sets of tires to ensure no vibration. They also topped him off with fuel, so he has the same condition that he did on that last run in terms of weight-wise. But another benefit that William has this weekend, a very experienced spotter working with him. Tony Hirschman, who's actually the spotter for Kyle Busch in the Sprint Cup Series, will be helping guide William around this racetrack all weekend long.
The spotters certainly do play a big role at every race, but especially at these super speedways, and having Hirschman up there on top, certainly a benefit for that 9 of William Byron. There's no question about it. There's the extra sets of eyes for the drivers on track here at Talladega.